Football fans, buckle up because this transfer window is pure chaos. Manchester United are juggling a £100 million gamble on Brighton's Carlos Baleba, Jadon Sancho's £250 Kelvin a week headache, and even a shock twist with Rasmus Højlund. Meanwhile, Arsenal? They've just been told to hijack Real Madrid superstar Rodrygo before Pep Guardiola swoops in. Big money, big drama, and some careers hanging by a thread. This is the transfer madness you can't afford to miss. Hit like, smash subscribe, and let's go. Alright United fans, buckle up, because Old Trafford is once again the stage for some proper transfer drama. So, here's the situation. United have already gone shopping this summer. Sesko, Cunha, Mbeumo, the attack looks like it's finally got some bite. But Ruben Amorim knows that midfield, yeah, it still needs fixing. Enter Brighton's Carlos Baleba, the guy United are obsessed with. Problem is, the price tag is eye-watering. We're talking more than £100 million. That's not just breaking the bank, that's smashing it to pieces. Now, here's where it gets messy. United have also been snooping around Ruben Amorim's old boy, Morten Hjulmand, the sporting CP powerhouse who's got a tidy little release clause of about £69 million. Sounds like a bargain compared to Baleba, right? But United are apparently scared, yes, scared that if they trigger that clause, it'll kill their dream of landing Baleba later on. Basically, they don't want to blow their 2026 budget before the calendar even flips. FABRIZIO Romano's already dropped the bomb. United still adore Baleba. They're just biding their time, waiting for Brighton to finally open the door. But let's be honest, every club in Europe will be lurking by then. Think Real Madrid, PSG, City, you name it. Meanwhile, there's extra spice. Rasmus Højlund, remember him? United's big striker hope well, his old club Atalanta are sniffing around for a cheeky reunion. And Jadon Sancho? He might end up at Besiktas, but only after the 1st of September, when the rest of Europe closes shop. Man's basically window shopping for a top 5 league, but the clock is ticking. So, to sum this chaos up, United want Baleba, but not yet. They could grab Hjulmand, but they're too busy counting pennies. Højlund might boomerang back to Atalanta, Sancho's waiting for a lifeline, and Ruben Amorim midfield still looks like it's running on fumes. United fans, I've got one question for you. Do you want the club to play it safe for Baleba, or should they just go all in on Hjulmand now? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget, the transfer circus at Old Trafford is only just warming up. Arsenal fans, listen up, because Micah Richards has just thrown petrol on the transfer fire, and it involves none other than Real Madrid superstar Rodrygo. Now, here's the tea. Rodrigo is seriously considering leaving Madrid this summer. Why? Because he's stuck in the shadow of Vinicius Jr. and the brand new shiny toy at the Bernabeu Kylian Mbappe. Rodrigo wants to play on the left wing, his favourite spot, but let's be real, that's basically Vinicius's kingdom. Mbappe is Mbappe. No chance. Madrid aren't desperate to sell, but they've given him the green light to look around with one catch. He won't come cheap. We're talking £86 million. That's the price of world-class quality, and Rodrigo has already proved he's not running off to Saudi Arabia for a payday. Nope, he wants the Premier League. And guess who's lurking? Arsenal, Manchester City, and even Liverpool. But Micah Richards has made it clear Arsenal should pounce first. Speaking on the Rest is Football podcast, he said Arteta's squad still feels one elite left winger short. Sure, Arsenal brought in Noni Madueke for the right, but imagine balancing that with Rodrigo on the other side. Suddenly, that attack looks scary. Now here's where it gets spicy. Pep Guardiola is also in the race. City already loaned out Jack Grealish to Everton, and if Savinho leaves, Pep's going hunting for Rodrygo too. Arsenal versus City in the transfer market? That's about as heavyweight as it gets. Micah's logic is simple. Arsenal already have full-back depth sorted. Calafiori, Timber, Ben White, the bench strength looks good. But if they want to keep pace with City in the title race, they need one more spark in attack. And Rodrigo? Well, Luka Modric literally called him world class. Not a bad endorsement. So, here's the question, Gooners. Do you think Arsenal should splash the cash, go all in for Rodrygo before Pep swoops in, or play it safe with Martinelli and Madueke and trust the current squad? Because let's be honest, £86 million is huge money, but stopping Rodrygo from joining Manchester City might be worth it on its own. Alright folks, here we go again with Jadon Sancho, because honestly, this story just refuses to die. Manchester United thought they'd seen the back of him after that loan spell at Chelsea, but nope, Sancho's still here, still cashing in £250 Kelvin a week, and still not in Ruben Amorim's plans. Pain. Here's the latest twist. Besiktas. Yep, the Turkish giants are lurking with what they think is a genius plan. See, while Europe's top 5 leagues slam the window shut on the 1st of September, Turkey keeps theirs open until the 12th. That gives Besiktas an 11-day head start on United's desperation. Translation? They're basically waiting for Sancho to panic shop when the big clubs don't call. But wait, does Sancho even want Turkey? According to Fabrizio Romano, absolutely not. At least not yet. Fabrizio literally tweeted that there are no talks with Besiktas right now, and Sancho's not even entertaining Roma's proposal. Why? Because the man does not want a pay cut. Simple as that. He'd rather sit out until January, watch Netflix, and collect his cheque than take a smaller wage. Cheeky, but you can't fault the hustle. Meanwhile, United are stressing. They know if they don't offload him now, he'll run down his deal and walk for free next summer, which means they're paying him big money to basically not play football. Every week Sancho sits at home is like setting fire to pound 250 Kelvin. Brutal. Besiktas, though, think they're clever. Their plan is to wait until all the glamorous European doors slam shut, then swoop in as the last chance saloon. But here's the kicker. If Juventus or Roma somehow come back with a real offer, Sancho would rather head there. Besiktas are basically the rebound option. And while all this chaos is unfolding, United are busy elsewhere, reportedly eyeing up a massive midfield signing from Real Madrid, plus battling Liverpool and Spurs for a Premier League captain. But let's be honest, the Sancho headache is overshadowing everything right now. So, what do you think, United fans? Should the club just accept anyone who takes him Turkey, Syria A, Antarctica, wherever, just to get his wages gone? Or do you hold out and risk him walking free in 2026? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, the transfer window may be closing, but the Sancho drama is very much still wide open. Alright folks, that's the latest chaos from the transfer market, and you already know this story isn't over. Old Trafford's still buzzing, Arsenal's still scheming, and the Sancho saga? Yeah, that one's far from finished. So here's the deal. If you enjoyed the breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for daily transfer updates, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next twist in this never-ending soap opera. And don't forget, I want your take in the comments. Who should United go for in midfield? Should Arsenal really splash £86 million on Rodrigo? And is Sancho done at the top level, or does he still have one big move left in him? This transfer window is only just heating up, and trust me, the best drama is still to come. See you in the next one.